never done anything with that or learned about it really.
Well, I guess landscape is overall the whole, like, designing like big open wide space, like probably a park or something like this park we're standing on right now.
Well, I would say it is an art, just that you're not painting, but you are creating something out of a regular bush, I guess.
Landscape architecture to me is the planning and organizing of a private or public space, and the result will be a garden.
Kind of the ideas behind the creation of creating a landscape. Just something very creative.
Do you meet students from landscape architect program a lot?
I do.
Okay, so they build. So what they buy? Like
They buy all sorts of things. They buy corrugated cardboard, markers, colored paper, acrylic. What did you just buy?
So for drawing and making models?
For drawing and making, well, yeah, the foam core, markers, pencils, kind of anything that an artist would use, because it's all creative. So.
It is a tricky definition because what makes landscape architecture so exciting is its sort of lack of boundaries. I always joke about organizing a conference or a conversation about what landscape architecture is not, because it's so all-inclusive in some ways, but it's clearly a material and spatial practice that addresses this range of scales, again, body scale to territorial or regional scale, and it is directly related to human settlement and dwelling, and so it's sort of fundamentally or inherently a cultural and social practice too.
I think landscape architecture is a broad field that engages in the design and management of our physical and natural environment. Like I said before, it's pretty much everything under the sun, as opposed to architecture, which normally or just broadly kind of constitutes having a built structure with an overhead roof.
I think that because as a field we're generally misunderstood, and I think it does have to do with sort of ambiguity of what landscape is, but I think there's more opportunity to start to assert the significance of our profession in order to get an invitation to be at the table for major decisions about environmental quality. And so thus far, I think, yes, because of just larger scale public misunderstanding of our profession, that we haven't made as strong an impact as we're capable of, as we're trained for, and how we have the capacity.
My studio, we engaged in a project that looked at the Santa Monica Municipal Airport, and it's a small regional airport that the surrounding communities and neighborhoods actually want to shut down the airport operations and convert it into public park and public space for the entire community. And it was interesting because we actually got to interact with local stakeholders and community organizations that are trying to push forward for the airport to be converted into a public park. So it was interesting actually getting out into the field and talking to people that are really concerned with the project, instead of just staying in studio and your only interactions between your classmates and your instructors.
So it was oriented from a real project?
Yeah, it's taking like a real issue, existing issue, a local issue that a lot of people are passionate about. That's what